Let's tackle the module not found error. No module named keras.api v2.keras, and its frustrating cousin, attribute error, module keras.api.v2.keras has no attribute model errors. These usually pop up when working with TensorFlow and Keras, indicating a problem with your Keras import or TensorFlow version. Here's how to solve them. 1. Verify Keras installation. The most common cause is an incorrect or incomplete Keras installation. The first step is always to check if Keras is even installed correctly. Open your Python interpreter or a Jupyter notebook and try import TensorFlow as tf, followed by print tfas and version sought. If TensorFlow isn't installed, you'll get an error. Install it using pip install TensorFlow or conda install TensorFlow if you're using Anaconda. After installing TensorFlow, make sure to check the version. Older versions of TensorFlow might require a slightly different import statement. 2. The correct import statement. Keras is integrated into TensorFlow 2.x and later. Forget about from keras.apis of v2.keras import models or similar outdated imports. The modern and correct way is to import directly from TensorFlow. Import TensorFlow as tf, followed by accessing Keras functionalities like tf Keras models sequential or tf Keras layers dense. This directly leverages Keras within TensorFlow's structure, avoiding the ambiguous pathing that leads to the errors. Remember to replace keras with tef-keras everywhere in your code. For example, instead of from Keras models import sequential, use from TensorFlow. Keras models import sequential. 3. Environment conflicts. Python's virtual environments are essential. If you're working on multiple projects with different TensorFlow versions, environment clashes are likely. Create a fresh virtual environment for your project using venv or conda create nmynv Python 3.9 for Anaconda. Activate it, install TensorFlow and any other necessary libraries within that environment, and run your code there. This isolates your project's dependencies and prevents conflicts. 4. Check your code. Carefully review your import statements. A simple typo can cause these errors. Double-check that you have correctly imported the necessary components from the tf-keras module. Search for any instance of Keras and replace it with tf-keras. 5. TensorFlow version. Compatibility. Ensure compatibility between your TensorFlow version and other libraries. Some libraries might have version-specific requirements for TensorFlow. Consult the documentation for your libraries to ensure they are compatible. 6. Reinstall TensorFlow. If all else fails, try reinstalling TensorFlow. Completely uninstall it first using pip uninstall TensorFlow or the appropriate conda command, then reinstall using the same command as in step 1. This will refresh your installation and could resolve any corrupted files. 7. Restart your kernel/IDE. Sometimes, a simple restart of your Jupyter Notebook kernel or IDE can resolve temporary issues caused by cached imports. By meticulously following these steps, you should be able to resolve the module not found error, no module named keras.api.v2.keras, an attribute error, module keras.api.v2.keras has no attribute model errors, and get your Keras models running smoothly. Remember, consistent and careful code writing is